Shabbat Shalom, y'all. It is late Friday when I'm filming this. I actually did work tonight, so I did not rest. I had my one day off yesterday this week. And yes, we're here for our weekend reflection message. I was pretty busy all night at the restaurant. I had lots of tables and they were full. And none of my reservations canceled. In fact, I was able to finagle an extra table into my space, and then I ended up getting extra tables because of that. So I was excited. It was a good night. But I've been super busy and just running in circles all night. So I'm just still sort of, I don't know, all up in the air and winded and weeded. So I'm finally chilling out and calming down. I also fell down super hard. We have a very slippery floor back in our server area where we do all our work. And I slipped the end of the night. They'd taken the mats up, and I just pretty much impacted every part of my body from my head to my toe. I just fell completely horizontal and landed really hard. So I'm here. I may not be the sharpest I've ever been, but welcome in. We are doing our weekend reflection message. So I didn't look at the book at all today. It was just the message just channeled right through. So I'm going to give you my impressions of the cards, but this isn't necessarily the by the book meaning of these particular cards. But either way, it doesn't matter because the message is great. So for the Radiant Sun Oracle, we've got the Sun in Aries, assertion. Da, 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 da. My Sun's in Aries. Moon in Taurus, exaltation. The moon is actually exalted in Taurus. And then we have Venus in Scorpio, secrets. Okay, underneath assertion, we've got 8 of Cups. He's like, oh, I'm assertive. She's like, oh, get out of here. Exaltation, we've got 6 of Pentacles. And underneath secrets, we've got 2 of Cups. Hopefully no secret lovers out there. Maybe a secret admirer. All right. So the Sun in Aries. We are not there yet. We're not in Aries season yet, but we're drawing closer. The days are getting lighter. We are in the depths of Pisces and Pisces season. So we are in the murky shadows of waters, but I feel like we are feeling spring is imminent. And Mars going direct recently in Cancer is making us feel like we're getting our fire back, even though that fire is still, a little bit watered down. We're boiling and we're steaming. And so assertion here with this 8 of Cups, what I'm seeing is this feeling of being really inspired and motivated to really double down in aligning with our mission and our purpose in life, our divine intended mission and purpose, and using our gifts and skills and going after those dreams. And so I feel, because 8 of Cups is about moving on towards something more meaningful. And so I feel like we want meaning and we want purpose and we want that fulfillment. And we know that it's only going to come from aligning with our path and aligning with our like divinely ordained plan. And that's going to bring us the most fulfillment, and it's going to help us awaken the most of our potential and really put all of our good gifts and passions to use for the sake of good, for the in service of others. So I feel like there's this kind of revelation that's occurring to us throughout this week, and it has been, and I think it will continue on the heels of that Pisces new moon. I think there's a lot coming up from the depths and a lot coming into our awareness that's giving us like these revelatory breakthroughs about things that have been holding us back, or things that have been causing us to cycle through maybe patterns and whatnot. And so now that we've seen, okay, this is what doesn't work, or this is, you know, we're seeing through our own illusions. So those old patterns, we're so familiar with them that when they come up, that like that trigger or that reflex, it's like we can see it happening and we're like, no, I am not going there. I'm not on autopilot. I can see that this serves me no good at all. It will only lead to chaos, pain, regret, and suffering. So we're like, no, moving on from that. I think we're also moving on from just living life in autopilot, wasting the days, wasting away, and things that we don't care about, that don't bring us fulfillment, that don't bring us a sense of meaning. It's like, instead of finishing that book we're not enjoying, we're just gonna put it on the shelf or send it to the Goodwill, or donate it to one of those little free library things. You know, if I'm not enjoying this season, I am not gonna finish it. You know, it's like time is ticking and life is precious. And I think we're feeling a real desire. I think our desire has been reignited and expanded to pursue things of meaning and of value and of beauty. And so I think we're feeling more inspired and motivated than ever to really hone in our focus and distill down what's important and what brings us fulfillment and joy, and what's in alignment with these aims and these desires, and anything that's not, it's just like this isn't a desirable pursuit anymore. And so we're just like, we just don't have the energy to like deal with it, you know, or put it into things that just aren't really, you know, we're just like meh about. So moving forward and feeling like, oh, you know, I'm ready to buckle down on my routines and disciplines. Like I want to get serious in all the sectors of my life, my health, my wellness, my household, my career, love, everything, friendships, family, healing. I want to do it all. And so I feel like we're just suddenly being rebirthed in this fresh spring energy that's coming. And I feel really good about that. I feel really excited. So another thing that's going on here is we have the moon in Taurus. Well, the moon is exalted when it's in Taurus. The moon's home sign is Cancer, and Cancer loves comforts. It loves the home. It loves fine fabrics and silks and wonderful flavors. Like, Cancer is a lot like Taurus. Cancer wants the intimacy and the comfort and the food and the flavors, right? It's Cancer rules the emotions. It's ruled by the moon. So whereas Cancer is all connected to the emotions, Taurus is an earth sign, and they're really good at making things happen, particularly when it comes to creating beauty or making a successful endeavor of design or something creative or artsy that is offered to the public. Like, they have a good sense of like what people will like. They're ruled by Venus, but they're also good at like taking those ideas and actually making something out of it, and kind of making profitable businesses from things. They have good business sense. They're good at like following through and getting it done. And so they're good at creating the affluence and the wealth that they need to live the lifestyle that they love, because they're Venus. They love home decor. They love being in their comfort zone, just like Cancer. They love decorating and fine textiles and beauty and art and flavors and smells and food, lots of food. So basically, the combination here is like, it's like the desire to get what you want and the ability to get what you want. So it's like Cancer, the moon represents the feeling of it, like the desire to want what you want. And then Taurus is here, able to make it happen. So it's like the ability to manifest your desires into materiality is happening right now. And so with Six of Pentacles here, it's like there's this sort of unforeseen windfall that's coming in, and maybe like a sudden burst of success or like a next level of completion or achievement. The Six of Pentacles talks about like being charitable and giving and sharing, and also like equal, like equity and reciprocity. So I think here it's like, as we shift our consciousness and approach, like we want to live a life of meaning and purpose, and we want to be in alignment with that. We want to be channels for the light, and we want to serve with our gifts. And so we can get worked up in our head about wanting to be successful at doing that. And then we sit there wanting a result. And so we're not in sharing consciousness. It shifts us into wanting to receive. So we're in taker consciousness after that. So we basically want to stay on top of our consciousness and make sure that we just keep thinking about how we're sharing and how we can share, and coming from a place of sharing and maintaining a consciousness of sharing. So even if you are trying to share and you're waiting for results, like for example, I can get frustrated wanting this channel to have more reach, and wanting my videos to get more views, and wanting them to get more likes and participation and comments, because that will help the videos get out there more. But sometimes I get too fixated on looking for the analytics, looking for the results. How's the video doing? That I forget to just shift my thinking about imagining how the video's helping people. Ooh, I wonder who's getting like help and insight. I wonder if someone sees this that needs it today. Like, instead of thinking about what I'm getting as far as like the results from the video, I should shift my thinking in thinking how the video is reaching others and what it's doing for them, and see how it's coming from the same motive. Like, I want to give, I want to share, but the way that I'm directing my consciousness is more intentional, so that I'm curating thoughts that are centered in an energy and a vibration of sharing and giving, instead of how I'm receiving. See how that's very subtle, and it's not necessarily that one was more selfish or selfless than the other. I'm still trying to share this video, but it's the way to restructure your consciousness, right? Sometimes it's so subtle like that you think about your intentions and your motives, but you're not really looking at the literal quality of your thoughts and your consciousness. If it were taking the feelings out of it, if you were just sending a message over a radio signal, what message is being received on the other side without context, right? Without your personal attachment to it. If you were just sending that thought, that message out, how would it read if somebody were to get it, over the wire, so to speak? So if you want to be successful, and you want your endeavor to be successful, and you want to make it happen, and you want to materialize your desire and manifest your desire, you're co-creating it with God, right? And in order to be in harmony and in flow and in alignment with that, you have to be in affinity with the light of the Creator. You have to be in affinity with the consciousness of the Creator. The Creator is an eternal source of sharing, of giving. So in order to have, the favor of the Creator and be in harmony with that supportive energy, we have to have vibrational resonance with that. And part of that is to come from a consciousness of sharing and not of taking, of receiving. That would make it reactive. So to successfully get all of this energy and, I want to do something to make your effort successful, try not to shift into, because you have the potential, everything it takes, right? You've got the talent, you've got the desire. And I think that right now our desire is reawakening. So don't let yourself get frustrated. Maintain this Six of Pentacles mindset of being charitable, of giving, of sharing. And then I think that will bring in spurts of unexpected success and windfalls. And you may be experiencing one right now. We've been talking about this a couple of times this week, and we were talking about how if you do get an unexpected windfall, like say tax return or something like that, don't waste it. Don't squander it. Do your best to, do something wise with it. Save it. Put it to something of value. Get it earning some interest in some way. Buy some stock or something that pays a dividend interest. But when you get a windfall, be wise with it. Don't squander it away. Now, we've got Venus in Scorpio. And so I instantly thought about the sacred alchemical marriage within, right? Our intrinsic realm is starting to transform and shift in major ways that are making a significant change and difference in our thoughts and in our consciousness and in our emotional realm and our feelings. And so we're also like making a lot of transformation and changes around our mindsets and our belief systems and our attitudes and our assumptions and our presumptions about things. And so all of this shifting is helping us have this marriage of the masculine and the feminine, the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So as the internal realm becomes more peaceful and more joyous and more fulfilled and more abundant within, like so too does our external realm, our life. It starts shifting and it starts becoming more harmonious and it starts becoming more peaceful and prosperous and lucrative, and the things that you do, they work, and you're not plagued by like obstacles, every other second, right? Obstacle and challenge. So when the internal shifts, when you transform from the inside first, it's like then your life on the outside starts to shift too. And it accumulates over time because your choices and your actions start to change, right? And you're also opening up the capacity for spirit, the Holy Spirit, to move through your life when you're not in total resistance. So I think that there is this sacred marriage of our spiritual work and healing that we've been doing on the inside. It's starting to be reflected in our outer life as well. There was something that this really specific thought that I had about this that I wanted to mention. Well, like Venus is all about relationships and how we relate to others and our relational intelligence. And Scorpio is all about the occult and the hidden. And I think that this is like, we were talking about the alchemical marriage, and then we also have Two of Cups. So as things are coming together on the inside, things are starting to come together on the outside. And this is what I mean, like, by our relationship with the occult, with the secrets. It's like we understand, it's almost like this figure is surrounded by all of this potential and like manifestations that are whirling around, things that the creature is creating, our understanding of how our consciousness affects like how our co-creative relationship is with source, right? So we understand how all of that plays out and how the spiritual laws play out. Therefore, as we begin to like put all these concepts together, compounding with our internal transformation, it's like our efforts to manifest and co-create with Creator are suddenly like so much more effective. And things are really starting to come together. And so we're going to start having more insight and more revelation. It's going to be easier to make those shifts and changes. And then I think that like we're going to start having opportunities present and people coming in and connections starting to form and new relationships beginning. And so just be on the lookout for these things. It's like thinking, oh, all of these things are already being made manifest. They're just right up ahead, right around the corner and on the trail. I just can't see them yet, but I'm about to intersect with them any minute. And so any minute, like new connections, new business opportunities, new friendships, new romantic opportunities, maybe possibility for like soulmate relationships or maybe someone significant coming into your life. That was part of our romance oracle reading last night. A lot of this is echoed in that reading. It's like suggesting that there are things like that are just this close to breaking through in our lives, and opportunities that we're about to intersect with that are closer than we think. So it's all about kind of preparing ourselves to be in that the having of the things that we've been wanting, right? Be ready for the opportunity when it presents. If you're looking for love and you're going out running errands, like, look cute. What if you meet that person that day, right? So be prepared to be successful, be prepared, keep on your game, like all the things that you've been working on, keep up your consistency. It's been such a long journey, and it's been really tempting to want to just throw in the towel. And I think that's because we are so tired, because we are so close. We are so very close. So we can't quit now. All the messages have been telling us that we can't quit now. We're very close to a breakthrough. So, and I mean, I don't think I've ever pulled this card out of this deck. And if I have, it's been a very long time. So I think that's a really good sign. It was very exciting to see that. All right, you guys, I think that is all for tonight. I need to take a hot shower. My body's aching from falling down. Did I get to tell you that at the beginning of the video, that like my shift was really busy and I fell down really hard on the tile floor? I got floor water on my hair. Ugh, so dirty. All right. Thank you for your comments and letting me know specific things about what you are taking away from this channel, what you kind of look for, any particular areas that you might have challenges or struggles. I'm asking this because I want to make sure this channel is as search engine friendly as possible for the people who need these messages. So I just want to get really clear about who my audience is and what you guys need. And also, if I'm going to start making like more formalized courses or workshops for you guys, I want to know, what you need the most and what will help you the most. So the comments you've been leaving have been really helpful. Continue on. Anyone out there that hasn't chimed in yet, I'm interested in hearing what you have to say too. Yes, and all right, well, I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Saturday will be our Secret Teachings of Jesus episode. Until then, peace.